Okay guys, so today we're going to do more working with coins, kind of reviewing some stuff that we know and practicing some skills with coins. You guys are so super smart and you're so ready to take on big math stuff. So we're going to practice some of this some more today. So we are going to talk about pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters today again. So we have a penny and it is worth 1. A nickel is worth 5. A dime is worth 10. And a quarter is worth 25. All right, so we're going to stick with talking about pennies, nickels, and dimes again today. Because it's a really good review and it really can help us with remembering really well. So let's finish up what we did yesterday. Yesterday we were working on finding which coins were here, right? So let's do it again today. Okay, so what we're going to do, yesterday we put the amount that they are worth. Today instead we're going to do, I'm going to type the names of the coins that are on there, okay? Because that way we can practice spelling them too. So we have here, remember this guy with the long ponytail, the bigger, he's bigger than a penny and a dime, but he's smaller than a quarter, right? And he's silver. So that is a nickel. All right, nickel. Nickel. All right, we have a nickel there. What about this guy right here? So look at something special about this guy. So he is the only one that faces this way. See how all of them and their noses are turned over to the left? Well, he is facing the right. Did you guys notice that? So this is our penny. Another way we can tell it apart, obviously, when we have a real one, is that it's made of copper instead, so it's kind of a brown color instead of being silver. All right, so that is a penny. And here we have, you see this, it's got a building on it. So let's look at this one again. You see how this building has a round top here, and this one is flat all the way across, and it has these lines. Those are columns in a building. So that's another way you can notice that it's a penny. It also says 1 cent on there, and I know you guys can read that because you know the word 1. All right, oh, so we have another one of those here. We've got a penny, oh, penny, and one. That same kind, right? Penny again. All right, let's look down here. You guys remember this one? It looks like it's got flowers and a torch. So that one you know is a dime, right? It's also the smallest one. See how small it is? So that is a dime. Right here we've got that building with the rounded top, and it's bigger than a penny and bigger than a dime, so we know it's a nickel. All right, and another building with a rounded top, another nickel. And this one, see, we've got the flat building, and look, you can see the word 1 cent, right? So that is a penny. All right, and what about this guy? He's looking to the right, so we know he is a penny. All right, so down here, you guys can see it says 1 dime. All right, let me see if I can put it. See 1 dime right there? So it tells you 1 dime on there. So you can even look at the words and it will tell you that it's a dime and it's worth 10 cents. All right, we've got that flat building that says 1 cent again. So we know 1 cent is a penny. Here we've got those flowers again and the torch, and it says on there 1 dime, which is worth 10, right? And then we've got the building with the rounded top, and it's bigger than this dime and bigger than this penny, so we know it is a nickel, which is worth 5. So I know I'm saying a lot, but it's just really good to help you remember and practice. so that you guys can practice all that stuff. And like I said, if you have any pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters at home, it's really good to practice with. If you're going to practice with them, make sure you clean your hands after you touch them, or see if you can put some sanitizer on them. You want them to be clean if you're going to be messing with them, right? But you can practice at home. So we're going to do something real quick together where we're going to count up how much money we have here, okay? Okay, guys, so we have, this is our biggest coin that we've been talking about. It is a nickel, right, worth 5. We have our smallest coin. It is worth 10. It is a dime. And we have the copper penny, right? It's worth 1. So we're going to count up these numbers and see how many of each we have, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nickels. So when we have a nickel, we know we can count by 5s because a nickel is worth 5. So we count, each one is 5 cents. So we can count them by 5s. All right, so let's count and see how many cents is in this row. Are you ready? All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, so this column right here is worth 25 cents, which is the same as a quarter, okay? So this is worth 25 cents because these are each worth 5 and we have 5 of them. All right, so let's look at the dimes. The dimes are worth 10. So when we have a dime, we can count by tens because each one is worth 10 cents. All right, so every time we count one, we're really counting 10 cents. All right, so let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40. So this one is worth 40 cents. All right, so let's look over in our last row right here. We've got pennies and they're only worth 1. So when we're counting pennies, we count 1 at a time, okay? So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is worth 4 cents. All right, now because I know you guys are so smart, we are going to add those numbers together. All right. Okay, so when I'm counting, adding stuff together, I like to stack them on top of each other so that the tens places and the ones places will line up. This is super advanced stuff, guys, okay? So let's do, we have 25 cents plus 40 cents plus 4 cents. So we have to do a 0 in the tens place for that one, okay? Because there's no tens, there's only 4 ones. All right, so it's kind of complicated. I can actually just take this away and then see, it's the same thing. We have a 0 there or we have nothing there. It's the same thing. So we're going to add those together. Okay, guys, so now we have our tens column here and our ones column here. You guys know about tens and ones places. So we're just going to add it together, okay? So we start at the ones. We have 5, a 0, and a 4. So we don't need to add a 0 because there's nothing. So we're going to add a 5 and a 4. How many is that all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we know the number in our ones place is going to be a 9. And then we can add our tens place. We have 2 tens here and 4 tens here. So what is 2 and 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so we have a 6 in the tens place. So we know that altogether we have 69 cents. How awesome is that? All right, that's a huge additional problem. That's like second grade stuff, but I know you guys can handle it, and I know you guys like seeing all that kind of math stuff. So I wanted to show you how to do it. Really good job. Practice, practice, practice at home, counting by tens and fives and ones. So that will really help you with your coins, right? All right, we're going to do one more thing together. So we have over here, we're going to count how many nickels we need to make 35 cents. And over here, we're going to count how many dimes we need to make 60 cents. Okay? Okay, so on this side, we're talking about nickels. Nickels are worth 5. All right, so we're going to count by 5s up to 35 to see how many nickels we need to make 35 cents. Okay, are you ready? This is big stuff, okay? All right, so let's start at 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 35. All right, so I know that some of these are not the same size, but you guys get the idea. These are supposed to represent our nickels. All right, so we counted up to 35 by 5. So let's see how many nickels that was. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means if we have 7 nickels, then we have 35 cents. All right, so we counted by 5s 7 times to get to 35 cents. All right, really good job, guys. All right, let's do it with over here. We're going to count to 60, but we're going to do dimes, and dimes are worth 10, which means we're going to count by 10s up to 60. All right. And I think you guys will probably have a good prediction of how many dimes we're going to need. So look at the number. We need 60 cents. How many dimes do you think it's going to take? How many times will we have to count by 10? All right, let's count. You ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. All right, so let's count how many that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so was your prediction correct? Did you think we were going to have 6 dimes to make 60? Yeah, because we count by 10s, so we know that there's going to be 6 in the tens place and 0 in the ones place. So we know we have 6 groups of 10 when we have 6 dimes. All right, you guys are so very smart. Thanks for doing such an awesome job today. I can't wait to see your work. Don't forget you'll have ELA and Math Boom cards to work on, and I hope you guys really keep enjoying those. If you need anything from me, shoot me a message. I love hearing from you guys, and I am so very proud of you. I love you very much. Have a good day.